Alright, y'all, so I got good news and bad news. So, the good news is we finally got Mighty Miner, and we got 8 of them. I got it from a 4-star lucky drop this morning. Try to put the picture. Now, the bad news is I was trying to make it so that we could go, like a nice video from like 9850, 9900 to 10K. But I kept running into people like this, the Lumberloon P.E.K.K.A. This one's my favorite, Lumberloon P.E.K.K.A. Evo Wizard Bandit Freeze. Takes a lot of skill to play that. I ran out of insults during that game. I just had no thoughts other than how much skill he must have had to play that. Anyway, moving on. Right, so we have Baby Dragon with Dagger Duchess. What is that? Does that mean some kind of like beatdown deck here? Okay, definitely something interesting and off meta. Okay, Princess. I'm gonna eat the musky hits. I might regret that later, but okay, he didn't. I was gonna see if he was gonna put anything to get extra log value there, but all right, this is a interesting deck. Quite homemade, like mine. But yeah, I mean, overall I'm liking the Valkyrie in this spot, but I'm thinking, I'm trying to see like what maybe I could put in there, just because when you kind of hit that point and like you're doing real good, but then all of a sudden the matchmaking just kind of screws you. So I'm trying to see if there's like a card I could substitute in there when that happens. Like I tried Cannon, but that didn't really work. I didn't try Tesla, but I was thinking maybe I could try Lumberjack. Here, I'm gonna go. I understand those skeletons kind of took that down, but this was going to be a 2-tower matchup anyway. And we got P.E.K.K.A. on the tower. Let's go, baby. Okay, I'm definitely going to fireball this. And we're going to log the other side. Now he's going to immediately, I would say, Dart Gob or Princess. Yeah, so he Dart Gobs the other side. We understand it's going to be two-tower game. But we do still want to make him work for that. I'm going to go ahead and actually throw the hog on the left to make sure we take it. I just need one hit. There we go. Nice. If he adds anything, I will log that. Okay. So I'm going to log it. The princess is still going to take her shot, but that's all good. I would assume he's going to, yeah, try to rush me. Okay. Interesting. I will just Evo Valk here, I guess. I didn't want to waste it, but this is going to be a worthy fireball. He's definitely going to play something. Yeah, that was an exceptional fireball. I'm going to log that. It's far too much value. And that's pretty much going to be a good game. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go Valk there and then hog behind. And I'm going to fireball because he's, yeah, we knew that the value was still going to be there, so, and that's GG's. I'll hit him with that. Got to show him some love, Not be too toxic with it. Let's see. All right, King Popcorn. That's an interesting banner there. I don't think I've seen that one before. Okay, I'm gonna just aggressive hog at the bridge. Remember, sometimes we gotta. At the beginning, you really want to see what he's gonna do. Not sure why he's. Okay, I'm not even gonna deal with that. We're just gonna fireball it immediately. And then Valk and minions off to the side. That played well because he used bats, so if I had gone mini P.E.K.K.A, then he might have taken some damage. I'm not sure why he's still emoting. So I'm sure he's going to try the 1 elixir skeletons. I'm going to pre-log. And there we go, Pekka on the tower. So I'm going to throw the hog, see what he's got. He's going to spend some elixir. If he gets Mega Knight down, it's not the end of the world. I'm going to take this fireball. And we're just going to let that piggy go. And piggy can nibble all he wants. Alright, so I think he just likes emoting. If he throws his hog down, I'm going to defend it without the mini P.E.K.K.A. so that I can mini P.E.K.K.A. left side. And hopefully take that tower. Okay, so he arrowed, so I'm going to immediately rush. Even if he goes... Okay, so he must have seen it late, or... Not exactly sure, but I'm going to Berserker to kite. If he does end up going hog, then we may be... I was going to say maybe in some trouble, but I guess we caught him with his pants down. That was a beautiful fireball from him, not. Okay. I'm going to wait to see if he's going to give me anything for the fireball over there. Okay. I could Evo Valk, but I'm going to save it just because we have so much elixir on that defense already. I'm going to archers here just in case. Okay, now I'm going to hog in front. I would expect the Mega Knight to come down. No, he put Mother Witch instead. So I'll just fireball that just because. Okay, now I will use the Valkyrie. And that's going to be a good game. Even if miraculously he was able to take that tower, we still would have overwhelmed him. Word. Alright, let's go. And, I mean, you know, if we're on a heater and we keep winning, then we'll just keep going till we get to 10k, but we'll see. But, so yeah, I did get the Mighty Miner, so that does mean that now I can try the Hog Earthquake Mighty Miner, but I want to wait because, like y'all probably saw, in the balance changes, and we got the Vine Spell, and we got the Baby Dragon Evo. So that might change some things up. So we'll see. And, you know, obviously I'd have to level them up, but I do have quite a few... Okay, I'm going to wait for the Musketeer to get distracted, then we put the minions on top. That was a good zap by him, and it's going to get him an extra Musketeer hit. That was well played. But, so yeah, I do have quite a few wild cards and certain things that we can go ahead and upgrade. Upgrade the whatever troops we decide to use. I really should put this on Do Not Disturb. I always forget to do that. So yeah, I realized I could have gone Berserker earlier to activate King, but I was hoping to get that Archer to go with the Hog, and you know, we didn't get too much from it, but we got something. I'm going to put Valk right side just because I've realized that... Okay, I'm going to do P.E.K.K.A. trick. I've realized that I need to utilize the evolution. I need to play it more or else you don't get it. Of course, this Firecracker is going to be annoying. So I'm going to Fireball. Let's see, can I get... Nah, it's just going to kind of troll around. That's not bad though, because Mega Knight doesn't do that much damage anyway. Oh, he's got Archer Queen, but he waited to use it. Interesting. Yeah, I will definitely Fireball the Evo. Maybe not though. If I can get Berserker on it, there we go. Okay. So I saved some elixir by getting Berserker on it. And, okay. I'm gonna, for sure throw the hog just to get him to like play some elixir here. But he might have just given up already. No. And that's the annoying thing with the big fellas. They're one card cycle for the evolution, so I'm getting all the noties right now. Let's just turn that off. Or actually, if I hit it with Do Not Disturb, there we go. Then we can do that, keep the sound on. Alright, so we're 9,800. We're going to keep cooking, obviously. See how far we can take it. Yeah, the big fellas, you know, they're like one card cycle on the evolution, so they love to get spammed. Alright, immediately we have Royal Recruits. I haven't seen these in a couple games, but okay, so I'm gonna, yeah, minions there, Valkyrie over here, archers in the middle. If we take a firecracker hit, that's really not the end of the world. Okay, that was a poor berserker by me going for the King Tower activation, but whatever. Yeah, I'll just log that. Just to not give up free damage. 'Cause this game could get pretty close. The P.E.K.K.A. trick, it's pretty ballsy, especially with Royal Recruits, but at least it'll distract him for a bit. I'm gonna have to berserker up high. And there we go. Yeah, that really wasn't too bad. I mean, we are going to take some more hits. And we are going to miss the Valkyrie for the activation. Man, I got to clean that up a bit. I was going to minions, but if he's smart, he would have popped the ability. Archers in the back. Even though that's gonna take it, it's all good. We just had to mitigate because we did mess up earlier, so we might lose this one, but this will be pretty solid because we did just win like multiple in a row. Even if we lose this one, we'll do at least one more. So I do have Evo Valk in hand. If I can stage a comeback from this, that would be pretty solid, but be quite unlikely. See, the Valk just tears that up for sure. Okay, I'm just gonna log into that. I'm not really sure why he did that, but here I will Valk here. Okay. So obviously I'm going to log that because we knew he was just going to do that. And then I'm going to Fireball, but... Oh, nice, nice. Okay, so now we just have to defend this, but it's, you know, it's going to look pretty rough. Yeah. I was going to say, because we couldn't really stop those wall breakers, so that's like quite a lot of value for him. Alright, let's go again. Alright, P.E.K.K.A. trick immediately. Hope to catch him off guard. He's got Prince. I don't think he saw it, at least at first. I think he was probably trying to use the Prince to kite the minions. I'm going to throw a hog, see what he does. I'll delay a log as well. Okay, so I could have actually just gone ahead and fireballed. But yeah, the lumberjack will run out in front, so we'll do that. Put the archers there. Okay, I'll play the minions just to not take some raged up mega minion hit. Okay, he went giant in the back, but I'm a little bit lower on elixir than I'd like to be, so I don't want to cycle and punish with hog on the left side. Okay, I'm gonna have to log that. Reason being, I really did not want the Prince's charge on my mini P.E.K.K.A. Okay, I'm gonna archers and then hog because he's gonna go Mega Minion, I would assume, and the archers should handle that. Okay, that was smart. He played a high Mega Minion. However, that does line this up for me to fireball and kill it all. Clutch play, but that was, that was the best, probably defense he could have done to mitigate the damage. I'm not sure if he realized that or not, but it was not a bad play at all. Yeah, I'm not going to do the trick just because he already knows it. And I'm quite confident that I can defend this. So no real need to. Okay. Alright, we're actually getting overwhelmed there. Yeah, the Prince is like really strong. I don't know. I kind of think potentially something with its charge should be nerfed. Just like how quickly it can get to it. Just because I remember even way back when I was playing, when it first came out, I remember a couple times they did actually buff that to make him charge faster. But I don't know if technically they went too far with it, but oh wow. Okay, well, that was pretty clutch. Now what we want to do here is we want to try and decimate, yeah, so we want to like decimate that push before it really even gets started. I like to do that a lot, especially when it's 1-to-1. Is he just let the mini P.E.K.K.A get all those hits? Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. Why not? If I get archers down and he plays Mega Minion, that's a good game. We stole that one. You just gotta be, sometimes you just gotta know when to run the other way. Yeah, we're gonna go one more. But see, it was also important that I stopped the Prince, because I think the Prince might have, if I didn't, it might have taken it before I was able to snag the right side. Okay, so that's why sometimes it's not bad to go for an aggressive hog, especially at the beginning, because they spend, the elixir on the Tesla. Sometimes you can get them to overextend. I'm going to throw the archers just because, yeah, see, I don't, here, I'll fireball that. Even though technically I should have probably tried to go for the King Tower activation. I'll probably do that later when he goes with a hog with it. I'll go mini P.E.K.K.A on the hog and Berserker over here, but yeah, sometimes you can catch them like over defending, or you can make them think that you're gonna like aggro push them all the time, and then sometimes it'll get them to like anticipate, and sometimes like you could fake a hog maybe. Okay, so we used the Valkyrie to get the King Tower activation because I had to use the Berserker on the Royal Recruit. I'm in a prediction on the little skellies. But he didn't play them. It's not a big deal there. I'm going to throw the hog just to make him spend on that Tesla. So these are really bad Teslas, so we can note this. Because I can for sure fireball that. We still get a hit. I can for sure fireball that when we get into double, if he continues to play those. I was going to go P.E.K.K.A trick, but I'm actually going to wait. I'm actually going to wait until I have my Evo Valk. Yeah, that we did take quite a bit of damage there to that Evo Firecracker. He kind of snuck it in there. I'm gonna go Berserker left side. I should have cycled Valk earlier, but I didn't. I'm gonna Fireball that. I could have just logged the Firecracker, but it's chip damage, so it's not bad. Okay, he's got Earthquake, but he hit it this whole time. I'm not exactly sure why, but... Perfect, the Valk takes that. Nah, I'm not gonna Fireball that. I'll Fireball it on the next time, but... Just because I was thinking that that one probably wasn't going to be the one to... Man, I really wanted to do the P.E.K.K.A. trick, but I kind of had to chill there. Okay. So this is going to be the one that we Fireball, and he plays it poorly again. So now he's like really in trouble, especially because the Valk pulled that. Okay, well the Firecracker did him well there. I hope that kills that. Okay, thank you. So yeah, we can take a hit. That's not a problem. Now, if those Evo... Okay, so that was really good on that Royal Delivery or whatever it's called. So I was going to say, if those Evo Archers get on the tower, like, he's cooked. Oh, 2 hits is not good. I'm going to have to go minions in the middle. Okay, that's a really bad Tesla by him. Yeah, he's for sure gonna... We're gonna have to log that. Firecracker might do us in here. Okay, we leaked a little elixir, which is not great. We are also... We have to get him now. Yeah, we're done. That was well played by him. See, and that's the beauty of the more meta version. Obviously, he didn't have Mighty Miner, but the more meta version of Hog Earthquake with Firecracker, it's quite strong. But yeah, let's go for one more. We'll do a little bit of a longer video today. So yeah, we're still hovering around this like 9800 level. That's kind of, we seem to bounce between that and like 99. Okay, I'm gonna Berserker right lane. Alright. I was gonna do the P.E.K.K.A. trick, but he went for the Tesla. So I'm gonna just have to cycle a Valk there. I'm going to take the Fireball just because I don't want to hog. And I'm not going to burn Elixir. Okay, that's too good of a log. You can't be giving me that. I'm going to do this to just rush him and make him think that I'm just going minions and he fireballs. Noted. That's noted. See, that's the thing. Even if they know the trick... If you realize that they're just going to try and defend it with like a Goblin Gang or something like that, you can always... Yes, thank you for the snoring, big boy. Okay, I'm going to hog their lane. You can always still do it, let them think they're going to defend it, and then like log. And then they'll just get such in the habit of placing that card that when they see the log and you've kind of shut it down, they'll probably freak out. I'm going to have to log that Dark Goblin. I will kite the P.E.K.K.A. with the Berserker. And I think... Okay, so we used I think the Fireball helped us out there. with the P.E.K.K.A. Obviously did with the furnace, but okay, so now I have both evolutions. Yeah, so I'm just rushing with the archer's other lane. He's gonna have to do something there. He's probably gonna try a goblin gang. Okay, he's gonna choose to not defend. That's quite bold. The Evo Valk should pull that. Okay, if not, we're gonna have to go for a log. Nice, nice. I was gonna say the archers will cook that anyway, but Mini P.E.K.K.A. stay alive for like 5 years. Yeah, I'm still gonna hog the other lane because I just don't want him building a push. That's really the main thing here. And I'm gonna save the fireball just to see if he's gonna like add too much to that, to either side. And I will Berserker up top so that that furnace doesn't do too much. The other thing is, if he gets overzealous one way, I can always run. Okay, he's gonna. I can always run other direction with like P.E.K.K.A. trick or try like a hog. You know, with minions, because that will destroy a tower faster than people realize. Alright. I will take that log, just because I don't want the Dark Gob to get too much sneaky value. I'm going to obviously take this Fireball, because even if we end up like not taking this tower, we want to make sure that we're up on elixir. I mean, not elixir, on damage. I'm going to run the other way with that. And yeah, I was going to prediction Goblin Gang, but he's probably going to think... I was going to say he's probably going to think that he's up by me doing that. So I guess a little scary with the 2 right now. But it's nothing crazy at this point. Oh, I didn't realize that it was healing so much over there, but it's all good. Anyway, I would keep going, but I don't want to make this like, 40 minutes. But anyway, if y'all made it to the end,